What's up YouTube, it's your boy Jet back with another music reaction. ¿Qué pasa la familia? De aquí de Norte Carolina, reportando a los que escuchan la música de Eladio Carrión. Y tengo una canción aquí que se llama Ricky Bobby. We're gonna do a song here called Ricky Bobby. I'm gonna switch between both languages so that way both audiences can enjoy the video. With that being said though, we have Eladio Carrión with a song called Ricky Bobby. Eladio Carrión con una canción que se llama Ricky Bobby from an album called Corsa. Un álbum que se llama Corsa. So again, this came out of nowhere to me, man, and that's crazy because like y'all know in the channel, I'm a big Eladio Carrión fan. Yo soy un fanático. Yo creo en Eladio Carrión 10 out of 10, right? And yo ni siquiera sabía que un álbum iba a salir. Esto era nuevo completamente para mí. So esta es la primera reacción a la canción que se llama Ricky Bobby. The reason why I chose this one is because there was a leak. There was a leak out, and I think a lot of people were excited for this song. Damn, bro, what even is that? So, anyways, we're just gonna get straight to it, guys. I'm excited for this one. Let's get to it. Hey. Ricky Bobby. You know, before we continue, I know I paused it early. Ricky Bobby, the tailgate movie, the one with Will Ferrell, where he's in that dinner. He's like, "Please, baby Jesus." And they're arguing about baby Jesus and all sorts of, like, you know, it's just a crazy scene. But that movie, man, Shake and Bake, that movie is it's a Puerto Rican classic, I feel like. If you grew up in Puerto Rico in the early 2000s as a child, and you have your parents and stuff like that, you watched that movie at some point. Probably many times. Like, that movie is stuck in my head for how many times my dad played the movie. So again, Ricky Bobby is iconic in our culture.
Rápido como en Taradega, yo me siento Ricky Bobby. Ey, Lamborghini negro mata prueba bala, yo lo llamo el Batimóvil. Estoy saliendo de Eleven como una shorty con la cara Millie Bobby. Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby. Rápido como en Taradega, yo me siento Ricky Bobby. Ey, Lamborghini negro mata prueba bala, yo lo llamo el Batimóvil. Estoy saliendo de Eleven como una shorty con la cara Millie Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
Hey. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I feel like he maybe repeated himself a little too much there. I feel like he let the Ricky Bobby go a little too long. But I'm gonna be honest, that's just a small little critique, because if I'm in the whip and I'm just riding, I don't condone that type of behavior. But if you partake on the green, right, on the leaf, and if you take, you're riding and you hear that Ricky Bobby. You know what I mean? Like, it hits, okay? Lo que ella decía que la canción, esa parte de la repetición, ¿verdad? Repetición diciendo Ricky Bobby muchas veces. A mí no me gusta esa forma de música. Pero si estás en tu carro, en tu personal space, tú sabes, tú estás en tu modo y tú estás dándole duro al carro, tú vas a escuchar esa canción y no te va a afectar de ninguna forma. Es una canción buena.
Los pies encima de los muebles como Rick James, con el fuego siempre en la cintura, si los
It's Rick James, bitch.
Luke Bands make a dance como 2 Chainz, siempre con la gana como Wu-Tang. Ricky Bobby,
Hold up, I have a Sauce Boy hat somewhere around here. I have a Sauce Boy hat. I should reward it for the video. I should reward my Sauce Boy hat. It's just, I'm packing, so everything is on boxes right now.
En mi vaso Kobe, ey, shorty body, pero el culo es Tommy. Rápido, me gusta el dinero rápido. Ricky Bobby. Estoy a 120 con la corta encima, baby, eso es Ricky Bobby.
You know what's crazy?
En mi vaso Kobe, ey, una shorty body, pero el culo es Tommy. Rápido.
Damn, I was about to speak, but anyways, what I was gonna bring up, right? And Eladio Carrión, right? His career, to me, it goes. If we're talking about who is running the show as Puerto Ricans, Latin music right now, you can say that the Mexican culture right now is actually running it. Reggaeton is taking a little break, if you ask me. I think the Mexican guys are, the bandas and all those groups and all the things that are going on in that area are actually really coming together and taking over. But if we look at reggaeton, trap, we have Bad Bunny, number 1, the greatest Latin artist in the world right now. 2, in my opinion, I'm gonna put Eladio Carrión up there as like the number 1 trapper, right? The number 1 rapper in Puerto Rico type shit. Like, let me know if I'm maybe mistaken, because I'm off the loop. I know there's other artists like, Midnight, J.E.T something, There's Sombra de PR. There's a lot of, rappers and trappers coming out of Puerto Rico that I haven't really listened to, and they don't really necessarily make my radar. But we're talking about the main guys. I'm talking about Eladio Carrión, Bad Bunny, Mike Towers. You can put Chencho up there. I think he's doing his thing. His verses everywhere go crazy. Who else you put up there? I don't know, man. Let me know if I'm missing somebody in that equation. But with that being said, though, let's get straight back.
Rápido, rápido como en Taradega, yo me siento Ricky Bobby. Ey, Lamborghini negro mata prueba bala, yo lo llamo el batimóvil. Estoy saliendo de Eleven con una shorty con la cara Millie Bobby, Ricky, Ricky, Ricky Bobby. Ricky, Ricky, Ricky Bobby. Rápido, rápido como en Taradega, yo me siento Ricky Bobby. Ey, Lamborghini negro mata prueba bala, yo lo llamo el batimóvil.
Alright, y'all, so that is the reaction to the song Ricky Bobby by Eladio Carrión. I honestly think it's a banger. It's exactly what the leaks were saying. I think I heard this little leak a while back on TikTok, and I was excited for it, so I'm glad that he finally put out the song. I like the music video. I'm gonna dig into the album. Like I said, it's a long album, so it's not even that long of an album. It's 40 minutes long, but it's a lot of tracks in there. So I'll do a few tracks off the album. Let me know if there's a recommendation for any artist coming off Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm always down to support my local, my far away Puerto Ricans in the island. Wish I was with y'all. With that being said, though, si te gusta el video, dale un like, subscribe, share, do your thing. Hey, paz, peace.